Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste. Today's our topic is breakdown in non-uniform field. So after covering the topics about the uniform fields, now we are moving towards the non-uniform fields, breakdown in non-uniform fields. So as we know that in the uniform fields, electrical field remains same at all the points in the space. That's why the field lines are parallel and the equally spaced in the uniform field, and first ionization coefficient, that is known as alpha, it remains same or constant in the uniform field. While when we say about the non-uniform field, there is an unequal distribution of this space between the electrodes as well as the in the lines of the field. That's why alpha or the first ionization coefficient remains not constant. At the point where charge concentration is high, it may become ionization, but those points having no charge concentration may have zero ionization. So the at points where there is a concentration, the highest concentration of the point charge, that may occur partial breakdown. So as seen from this figure, that smaller the radius of curvature of a surface, so the greater the concentration of charge in that region. So as the alpha or the first ionization coefficient is non-constant or the not remains same in the non-uniform fields, that's why avalanche advancing is also not constant. That may be considered as failure of Townsend theory, and it fails to explain the partial discharge. So now we are moving for the partial discharge. So partial discharge is the dielectric breakdown of small portion of the solid or fluid's electrical insulation system under a high voltage stage. So the one example of the partial discharge is corona. Once the partial discharge start, that may cause the progressive deterioration of the insulating materials and ultimately that cause electrical breakdown. As shown in this figure, first of all the effects are shown from the electrical, after that thermal and erosion, that may after while for the huge time that may cause for the electrical breakdown. After that, now we are moving towards the application of the partial discharge testing. So partial discharge measurement can localize the damaged part of the insulating system, and along with that simple and quick classification of the dielectric condition from data we have collected. That's why we can repair and maintenance that insulating system, or their maintenance can be easy. After that, we are moving towards the types of the partial discharge. So following these 5 types of the partial discharge are discussed here. First of all is the corona, then floating discharge. After that floating discharge, there is a particle discharge, then void discharge. After that finally it is surface discharge. So first of all we are moving to corona. Corona is nothing but a discharge to air. So as we know that free electrons are always present in the air due to cosmic rays and ultraviolet radiation, etc. So when we applied the potential difference to two conductors, so potential gradient or the electrical field is set up in there, and the potential gradient is maximum at the surface of the conductor. So the due to the influence of that potential gradient, free electrons in the air acquire higher velocities, and when that potential applied at the conductor surface increasing up to 30 kV per centimeter, then these existing free electrons strike neutral air molecules with enough high velocity to discharge one or more electrons from it. That's why cumulative ionization of the air near the conductor surface occurs, and then ionized air is partially conductive, and that electric discharge occurs due to the ionized air, which result in the corona. Thus, a corona result in discharge is a plasma curtain that's created when air is around the conductor gets ionized. So simply we can say that when we are applying potential difference to the two conductor and the air surrounding the two conductor is ionized due to the applied potential, and that air is about to be breakdown or ionized when there is a potential of 30 kV per centimeter. That ionization we are known as corona. So after that we have to, there may be positive or negative corona. So we see the positive corona. So when the discharge is due to the positive polarity of the conductor, that resulting corona is known as positive or anode corona. So when the positive voltage are applied to the point conductor, so space charge are formed in the nearby vicinity, and the negative charge are moving towards the positive electrode, while the positive ion tries to drift towards the negative electrodes. It appears as the positive electrode is approaching toward the negative electrodes. That's why breakdown occurs at lower voltage as compared to negative corona. So with the positive corona discharge, start with burst pulse, proceed to streamer's corona, glow corona, and spark discharge. Other one is the negative corona. So when the discharge is due to the negative polarity of the conductor, then resulting corona is negative corona. So when there is a negative potential is applied to the electrode, so space charge are created in the vicinity, and the positive ions are the terminating at the negative electrode, thus reduce the field or the stress near the negative electrode, and the more or stress or the high voltage is then required for the inspection of the breakdown in the gap. That's why termination of positive ion at the negative electrode cause pulse, Trichel pulses, such that with increase in voltage Trichel corona occurs, proceeding with the pulses corona and then sparks. In this figure we can analyze that the negative corona occurs at very high voltage as compared to positive corona due to the space charge effects. After that, these are the different corona figures are seen: star corona, leader corona, then after streamer corona. And then there are the application of corona. So the electrostatic precipitation, electrophotography, static control, ionization instrumentation, control of acid gas from combustion source, destruction of toxic compound, and the generation of the ozone. These are the application of the corona. After that, second type of the partial discharge is floating discharge. So floating discharge occurs when the exposed load carrying conductor is exposed to another surface of the different potential. For example, metal to insulation and metal to metal discharge. This is caused due to the manufacturing defect, non-grounding piece of the metal within the field, and the conductor is not positioned properly, and the foreign or the loose object inside the insulation. As is in figure, different partial discharge are shown. Partial discharge activity in the transformer, floating electrodes, partial discharge, internal partial discharge, and after that partial discharge is given. So in this partial discharge occurs in the gas insulated substation, that's SF6 gas, and oil insulated transformers. That's caused when the conductive particles are left inside the system. These conductive particles allow the particle discharge to dump from particle to particle, and then purifying and processing of oil and gas is recommended for the avoiding of the partial discharge. Then other type of the partial discharge is void discharge. So void discharge occurs due to the defects in the solid insulation, and void discharge is highly destructive to the insulation, That discharge in the gap slowly deteriorate the insulation, and after some time that may cause permanent failure or the puncture of the insulator. Suppose there are the white partial discharges present in the insulator, then it may be must be replaced at the earliest to avoid the permanent failure of the insulation system. As in these figures, partial discharge is shown that the partial discharge begins with a flaw in the insulation such as small air bubble shown, and in this second figure evolution of the damage caused by the partial discharge from left to right is shown here. After that, surface discharge. So surface discharge appears on the surface of the insulation, that's also known as surface tracking, and that's caused due to the contamination or the weathering of the insulation surface. That's mostly caused due to the humidity in the environment, and poor maintenance can cause the permanent breakdown. As in figure, surface discharge activity detected by the ultrasonic is shown, and in other figure moisture ingress leading to surface tracking is shown.